Hi, I'm Meddy Ivy Harrison, and I have a series of posts on my blog that are about some of the problems that I have with typical love myths. So I thought I would do a couple of vlogs and talk about some of those top, most annoying love myths that I think are in lots of romance novels. And then the one that I think that is probably the first one people think of is love at first sight. And I hate love at first sight as a trope in romance because I feel like it's code for sexual attraction between two characters, but you're not supposed to say it's sexual attraction. You're supposed to say that it's true love and you feel this instant connection because it's somehow low or common to admit that you have a sexual attraction, especially for the woman. So if it's a pure true love, then it's all right. And I feel like another problem that I have with it is that if you really do fall in love with someone at first sight, that's really just lust. It's really just sort of a symptom of biological attraction, which is, I think, a reality, and we can admit that that's true. But I don't like to necessarily think that I am purely controlled by the scent of pheromones or whatever it is that you see when you have love at first sight. And I also think that love at first sight is another way to talk about power between men and women, and often a female character falls in love with a male character at first sight because he is a more powerful character than she is. And I think that's, of course, obviously problematic in our current social situation, but also I don't really like that kind of romance. And it makes me worry about sort of long-term compatibility between the two characters. If they have love at first sight, yes, it's possible that you could fall in love at first sight. Rather, you could fall in lust at first sight with someone, and that you might end up being compatible with them. But it seems extremely unlikely. And it's also, I feel like, a bad message to send. Although books aren't always messages, but if you read books over and over again and they all have the same story, that you fall in love at first sight, I think it gives the impression to teen readers especially that they can expect that the only person that they're going to fall in love with is somebody who they love at first sight, which excludes from the category people that they might not have noticed, who would be very interesting love partners, and it makes it so that they become focused on a particular kind of male character who is handsome and attractive and powerful, who may not necessarily turn out to be compatible with them in the end, or who may not treat them well. So I think that those are dangerous love myths that we need to, as writers, work on changing and portraying other sorts of love relationships in our romance novels. Thanks.